Hello everybody and good morning. Greg and I are loading up the new Model Y. We're heading to Atlanta. Let's go. All right, here is where we're going this morning. We're leaving from Greer, South Carolina, headed down to Alpharetta, Georgia to Advanced Paint Protection, also known as AP3. We're heading down there to get the car wrapped and ceramic coated. All right, let's not mess around anymore and get to it. Looks like we'll arrive there with 29% energy. We're leaving at 294 miles or 89%. Let's go. Yeah, we've been tooling down the road here. We just got into Georgia. Navigation says we're off the highway here in 66 miles. Just went over Lake Hartwell. We are getting close. Getting off the interstate here in 4.7 miles. Work our way across. 22 miles to go to AP3. It is now 8:51. We're supposed to be there about 9:36. All right, we're off here at Highway 317.
Now turn right onto Lawrenceville Sewanee Road.
What she said. Let's have a look around here in Atlanta traffic. Do you miss this? Not me. Oh, look, Greg's here.
Hurry up. Are we there yet?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're heading to AP3, and we're here in Atlanta. And, yep, it's pretty wild. Coming from the country, of course, you don't see all this traffic. I lived in Southern California and we had this, but in where I live now in North Carolina, we don't see this much traffic. However, with that said, we're seeing more and more Teslas. We just passed, I don't know, 24 of them so far off the interstate. Lots and lots of them are popping up everywhere. I don't know why you would even consider buying a gas or diesel car anymore. In a number of years, you're going to just be paying huge amounts of money for fuel and services, and I just don't get it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Teslas everywhere here in Atlanta. Very often a Mach-E here too, and a Tesla. The world's going electric, everybody. Jump on board. All right, we're arriving here at AP3. Find a spot here. Yeah, got a brand new, I don't want to pull in there. You want to move that hose. Let's see, you want to move your hose. Guys, your hose, the hose right there. See the hose? There you go, perfect, thanks. Good deal.
There's a nice blue one.
All right, AP3, we're here. Greg and I arrived here at AP3. You can see all their cars. Look at this, a yoke Model S. I don't think it's a Plaid. It doesn't have the badge, but it's going in for a wrap. And then, of course, the Model Y and a bunch of Model 3s and other cars. These guys do everything. If you need your car wrapped, see Tian or John. Those guys will take care of you here. Yeah, you see everything here. Check this out.
Oh, I guess.
A white Rivian in the field here. Sorry for all the noise. Let's go check this out. Get out of some of the noise. Cool. How about that? Glad to see these guys are finally delivering. Nice looking truck. See who it is. Maybe they are here in the complex or work over here, don't know. Yeah, I just talked to the owner. He really loves it. He's had other trucks with the electric, of course, and it's the very first time I've ever looked in one in the flesh here. But he says he really loves it. Oh, they've got some kind of Sentry mode thing here. That's kind of cool. That's cool. All right, so here we are. Here is the Rivian R1T in the flesh. And Oh wow, it's really new. Doesn't even have license plates. It's got the tonneau cover, which I think is a automatic. You can close it, and pretty cool looking. That noise you're hearing is from an old Corvette. Looks like a 67 or something. Lots of noise and very little horsepower. Wow, this is nice. Oh, look at the roof here. You guys may have never seen it. It's all glass roof. How cool. Got little vents here to increase aerodynamics. Kind of cool. That probably keeps that rear window clean. Wow. A lot of noise. No performance. All right, so here we are, R1T. How cool is that? Yeah, looks pretty dang good. I love this. Look at the letters. They're orange on top and silver on the front. That's a cool feature. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I don't want to touch it. Might set off the Sentry mode here, but looks cool.
But it's interesting. That white is just a white.
It is. This is so. It's just plain white,
Yeah.
and not a metallic white. That's cool though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the hooks in the front. My existing pickup truck has that. That's handy. Well, very cool. Nice to see these things finally coming out after a number of years. Let's see more of them. Dang, we've been standing around here talking to Tian, the owner, and everybody, and I just realized that this is a Plaid Model S. Yeah, you've seen them. It's got a spoiler, which is cool. And of course, this one's got Sentry mode, as we can see. I'm not gonna touch it, but very cool. And it is probably here to get a wrap job. It does not look like it's been wrapped. Are you guys ready for us yet? Oh, sorry, wrong guy. You look like the other guy, Ben, I think, from behind. Sorry. All right, it's waiting to get a wrap. Hopefully it'll take this crazy license plate off the front. Little story about that. When they did all their crash testing here in the Model S, they had that on. And when they went to take it off, somebody said, no, you can't take it off because you tested with the crash test with it. And it's like baloney. Anyway, in states where you don't need the front license plate, you can take it off. Looks 100 times better when you do. All right, well, here we go. Another Plaid. They're good looking cars, let me tell you. Here we are at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I've rented another PoleStar 2. It's, if I look at the badge here on the front, this is the performance one, I think they call it. It's a 78 kilowatt hour battery, and I think it's got the performance brakes and all that stuff on it. It's the same version I rented before here. Anyway, we rented it. It's approximately the same cost as renting a fossil fuel car. They delivered it, however, with 60% charge. I had a discussion with the one of the managers here, Mark, about actually putting in a wall connector here, and there's no charging at all here at this particular place. And he said they're in the process of installing a charger. So if you rent from Enterprise, make sure they get it charged before you take it. All right, let's have a look inside. It should be pretty much the same. All right, we're just in the car. Creep was on. Of course, you guys know with an automatic transmission, you take your foot off of the brake and the car goes forward. We'll shut that off. One pedal drive is standard where we want. Steering feel, we'll go with standard. We don't need sport mode, do we? No. All right, let's check the next thing here. Let's see, lane keeping is on, road sign information is on, driver alert is on, driver support under adaptive cruise. Let's have a look here. We have adaptive cruise, which sets our following distance, fine. So can charge. We got a whopping 51%, which means that we're going to end up stopping at Electrify America on the way back to North Carolina, which is fine. Go under more. We have car status. I don't think we do anything here. It's all good. That's cool. Let's look under locking. We don't necessarily care. This car comes with keys, right? Essentially a fob. There's some buttons on the side. I have no idea what they do. Lock, unlock, open the trunk. Very conventional car type stuff here. So if you're a gas car driver, don't be intimidated because it's very much like your normal keys. Remote all unlock here, unlock doors, blah, blah. Okay, so that's locking. Interior lights, exterior lights, don't care. Mirrors, let's have a look at the mirrors. We have mirrors are folded when locked. I hate that feature, shut that off. Exterior mirror tilt for both, that's fine, and auto dimming is cool. All right. Wipers, I don't know what you would do with a wiper. Wiper service and rain sensor memory. All right, well, that looks good. Okay, well, that's essentially all the setup you have to do here. In a PoleStar 2, of course, you've got the legacy stuff here on the on the steering wheel. You've got your cruise control. You've got some following distance, the little lines. Over on the right side appears to be a menu, a voice thing, and then some kind of cursor control. This car also has a binnacle. That's this screen here in front of the steering wheel. You've got your park, your percentage of battery, and our available range. And we're in park, and it shows our temperature. That's all on the binnacle. Normal window controls are here. Very legacy standard. To get out of the car is here. Manual vent controls, just like your daddy had in his old Ford. There's one on each side. There is, and there's a couple up here which you can adjust. Mirror, standard mirrors, lighting. I think this is, what does that say? SMS? SOS?
Maybe SOS.
SOS, save our ship.
Yes. This is probably here.
Okay, good. There's our
emergency flashers.
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I think you just touch it anywhere and it comes on. That's also cool. Just capacitive touched. All right, and normal deal. And if you're adjusting your makeup, not sure how you do it. There we are. You can adjust your makeup here. Glass roof. It's very cool. Everybody loves the glass roof, and Greg's even here.
Yeah, I come with the car.
He does, apparently. All right, so that's it. There is a shifter looking thing, but I think it's just for windshield wipers. On the left-hand side is lights and those kinds of things. The actual shifter for the car is this guy. I put my foot on the brake and I pull it to, and I'll end up with the Prindle knob: park, rear, reverse, neutral, and drive. Up here is some kind of a media player, and it looks like windshield defrosters and back defrosters. There's a charge pad, and in this little rubber thing looks like a USB-C and a USB-C, I'm guessing. All right, a couple cup holders. One is contained in the armrest. Got my coffee there. All right, any words of wisdom, Greg, before we roll down the road?
No, only coming out of a Tesla where the only thing available to you is a nice big screen that has everything. It's a bit intimidating, actually, to get back in a car that has all these knobs, buttons, and controls again.
Yep, I agree. The one benefit here that we learned the last time we rented a PoleStar was navigation is done by Google. It's not some roll your own legacy auto. They did a good job. So what we're going to do here, I am 6'6", as you can see. There is not a whole lot of room. This mega console here gobbles up a huge amount. So I've got my seat all the way back, and it's a little bit on the tight side, but I think I can manage. All right, I think our first order of business is to get to charging. With 120 miles and what is it, 195 miles or so to go, we're not going to make it. So let's see if we can, without looking in the manual. I am not looking in the manual. If I have to look in the manual, we are in the wrong vehicle. All right, so let's find charging. Where do we think it is? Let's look here. All right, so we've got phone and players and XM, good time stuff, range assistant, Google Assistant, and maps. I don't see any charging anywhere. What if I press that again? It goes back to here. So this is projected range. If I look here, it shows what my projected range. It says 120 on the binnacle and 110 here. That's fine. I don't see how I can navigate to charging. So we'll get out of this, go back to the car. Let's see what is. If I go to charge, I don't see anything that says where to go charge. Okay, that's fine. Let me go back here. Now, I think from my memory, if we go to Google Maps, okay, and this is like what you have on your cell phone. Let's do this. You know, this has a Google Map thing, and I think we're going to try it. Hey, Google, find me fast charging.
There's a EVgo charging station 2 miles away. Navigate to that one?
No.
Okay, what about the one 1.4 miles away?
Cancel.
Got it. There's another 6.8 miles away. Navigate to that one?
No. Cancel.
Okay, do you want to hear more?
No.
No problem. I won't add a destination right now.
Okay. Well, that's handy. Let's try setting a destination, okay? We are going to navigate to where Greg lives. Whoops. Uh-oh. I pushed this button here. I shouldn't have done that. It came up with a bunch of stats, trip information. In fact, that's probably pretty good. Let's see. Click to reset. What if I hold that? Click again to confirm. Okay, good. I reset the manual one, and there's an auto one. We'll leave that. Okay, let me get out of here. I don't want to do that. Okay, here we go. Navigate to Greer, South Carolina.
Greer, all right.
Now, last time it added a charging stop, and it wants to add a charging stop. So let's do that. Okay, here we are. I think you can see that. Let's add a charging stop because that's what we ultimately need. Now, I do have an Electrify America. Let's see where we're going. Got that one. How about down the road? Here's an EA here for 5. You remember where we went last time?
Well, it was right across the border at a...
All right, so 8. 8's over here. It's kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
5-minute detour. This one in Buford is 5. That's a good distance away, but it's right on our route. We're going to go for that one. All right, so we're going to do number 5. All right, and so we have one charging stop. We're supposed to arrive there at 36%, which is just fine. We'll say start. All right, so this is the really good Google mapping. I give it an A+. I give setting up charging stops a A. I think it's excellent. I've been in some cars that suck, and you know which ones those are. This one I give it an A. So we're off like a dirty shirt. Are we ready to go?
Yes, sir. All set.
Okay, good deal. Let's hit the road. Newsflash. We just put it in drive, and when we move it forward, we had to break the brake calipers loose from the rust. Now, if you're not an EV guy, and that's fine, you'll have to know that the EV cars generally with one pedal driving don't use the brakes. And they use regular iron type of brake discs. And they rust up really fast when they're really good quality. And when we started moving here, we had to break all of the brakes loose. I was under the impression that they had just brought it. Well, apparently it's been here for at least a day, and that's what you get. Okay, but I think we're good to go, so let's hit the road. We're up on Highway 400 now. We're making our way to the Buford Electrify America DC fast charger, probably at Walmart, don't know. Believe it to be the case. And Google navigation is stellar as usual, so it's fine. It is traffic aware, which is good. And the one pedal driving is fine. It seems to do a good job. The pedal arcing, where it's not linear, I think it's more logarithmic. You got to push it down a significant amount to get acceleration, which mimics very much a gas car. So it'll make people happy with the accelerator. What? 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 All right, we're getting close here now. We're at what's called the Mall.
Right onto Mall of Georgia Drive.
Mall of Georgia. It's a big place here. And I got no stop sign. All
In
right.
a quarter mile, turn left.
A quarter mile. I guess we've got to drive around the Mall of Georgia. Oh, it's a stop here. Guess we got to let the people come in that don't have a stop sign. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Oh, they're right here on the
Turn
left.
right, then your destination will be on the
I
left.
think you missed it.
Okay, I did. We got to turn in
300
over
feet,
here.
turn right onto Village Way Lane.
Yeah,
Take the
I don't
next
think
right
that's
onto
the...
Village Way Lane, then turn right onto Mall of Georgia
Oh,
Boulevard.
yes, okay. Come on.
You screwed up.
I messed up.
Why can't you just say you screwed
I don't know why they didn't put them somewhere else, but apparently they didn't, so that's cool.
At least they put them here.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go this way.
Your destination is on the left.
Okay, honey.
Yeah, go in here.
All right, I think the charger's on the back right, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they're
here.
there, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, the charge port on the car.
Charge port on the car. All right, well, here we are, and I do believe it's in the back. Now, these are different. These are different style, possibly. I don't care. This will only charge at a little over 100, so I'm just going to, am I going to miss that? Yep. All right, how do you get this in reverse? There we go. All right, let's see if we can get it into the spot without curbing things here. I think the charger port's in the back left, Tesla style. All right. Yes, I see it. All right, I think we're there. I think
That's close enough.
hopefully we're close enough. All right, here's the stats. We arrived with 85 miles of predicted range. Battery says 34%. And the assistant says we have 70 miles of range. It's initiating charging. And are you flashing or green or anything?
Well, it's sitting green. But
Okay.
It
Look at that. Hello, Dave.
doesn't look like it's charging yet.
Well,
There we go.
okay, there we go. It just flashed up charging.
Yep. Should be.
Okay, it's been about 30 seconds or so. I do have an account. And now, I think if I hit, is it a touchscreen? Nope, I gotta press this button. It says continue.
Yeah, don't screw it up.
Thank you for choosing Electrify America. Okay, good. I'm glad it didn't kill us. All right, here we go. Here are the fans winding up. We're in dispenser 2. Dispensing electrons. All right, we're gonna charge it up and calculate where we need to go. Down here, which is very difficult to see, shows 97 kilowatts, 101, 2, 3, can't read it. 113, 14, 124, 133, 5, 7, 40, 46. Yep, 148 kilowatts.
Not bad.
Not bad. All right, we'll see how long that goes, and we'll let this baby charge. All right, we're charging here. Looks like 40%. It's good. We're gonna let it charge. We're gonna go grab a little lunch. Greg bought some lunch, so we're gonna go eat on the bench over here in the shade. Let this baby charge. I have no app, so I can't tell. I'm assuming it's gonna continue to charge. Yeah, we're sitting here on the bench, and there's the charger here at the Mall of Georgia. It's a cool place for shopping. Good place to park them. And Greg has brought us a full 3-course lunch. Wow, look at this, part plates and everything.
Yeah.
Greg and I are sitting here eating our lunch, and we watched this Kia show up, plug in, it's cool, and we're charging. And we saw a Model Y drive in, a guy and his wife and kid get in there, and I thought, hey, he sure parked awful fast. Parked right up here in the Electrify America. And look at this. The guy has a Model Y Performance, and there's something wrong. Wait, he's parking up front here in the Mall of Georgia electric parking, and this guy is not plugged in. That is class. Real classy there, Tesla owner. An ID4 just showed up, parked next to the rude Tesla guy. He's gonna charge. Well, here's Mr. Rude himself. He, his wife and kid decide to now finally leave after parking and using up a spot. What a dirtbag. We're just back in the car now, and it's reading 87%, and it says 210 miles. That should certainly cover it. It's supposed to be a big display so you can see it from the car in case your car doesn't. So I'm going to touch this just to see what happens. Okay, there we go. So it's been 42 minutes, $10.11. And we've got 45.88 kilowatt hours of charge. All right, we're good. We're down to 30 kilowatts here at 80%. All right, we're disconnecting. We're getting the heck out of here. If we go here, I think it's the Google Maps are all ready to go. If we say continue, I think it'll take us from here, and we arrive with a whopping 13% in Greer. That should be enough, hopefully. That's the predicted 2 hours and 2 minutes, 125 miles. So let's hit the road. We're finally up on Interstate 85, headed northeast. Yeah, here's the SK Innovation plant that makes batteries for Volkswagen and Ford. Apparently they're up and operating and producing batteries, so that's a good thing. They're out of the country of Korea. It's in Commerce, Georgia. As I go by the city of Commerce, I want to have a shout out for Tori, who lives in Commerce. I met him at AP3. Great guy. He's one of the followers here on the channel, and he lives here in the city of Commerce. Nice meeting you, Tori. We'll see you again. We're driving down Interstate 85 here in Georgia. It's hard to see the binnacle. That's the problem. That's the same reflection I'm seeing here. It's kind of weird. Anyway, here's our predicted. It's up from 13% to 27% now. Rival still 328, so that's okay. Just tooling down the highway here. Yeah, we're doing okay here. 24 miles to go. We've got 28 minutes. Nav's holding up okay here. We're on Interstate 85, just passing Greenville, South Carolina.
Take exit 56.
I will. Thanks for the invitation.
In half a mile, continue straight onto South Carolina 14 West.
There we are, 36% now upon arrival. It's not so bad. And we've got 90 miles shown here for distance. That worked out pretty good. I just dropped Greg off in Greer, and I'm headed north here to Tryon. Uneventful day. Went down in the Model Y, dropped it off at AP3. They're going to have it ready next Tuesday. They have some meeting going on Friday and Saturday. I was supposed to pick it up Saturday, so that's okay. I'll go next Tuesday and pick it up. It'll be wrapped and ceramic coated and all dolled up. Should be really nice. Of course, I'm in a PoleStar 2 78 kilowatt hour version. It's the performance version with the yellow gold brake calipers. So it's the same car that I tested before. During this whole week, I'll be playing in the PoleStar. I'll give some more people test drives here in the PoleStar, and hopefully somebody will like it and maybe even buy one. You never can tell. Of course, Richard says it drives like a Buick, and maybe so. I don't recall driving a Buick lately, but you never can tell. Go around this guy walking on the side of the road. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was kind of fun going down to Atlanta. It's always an adventure when you go to Atlanta with all the people. Saw a lot of Teslas this time, and I saw a Mach-E, and I'm not sure. I think I saw an ID4 at the Supercharger, and a Hyundai Ioniq 5, I think. So it's pretty good. Anyway, if you liked the video, go ahead and click the like, and I'd like to ask a favor. If you'd sure subscribe, I'll make sure that I give you plenty of content coming up. Thanks for watching. I'll look for you in the next videos, and take care.